If you're interested in UFO history, you probably know about the 1947 Roswell incident in which a UFO crashed in New Mexico and alien bodies were found at the site. But what if I told you that here in Texas, we had a UFO crash with an alien body 50 years before Roswell? But first, my name is Snider. I write books, I give talks, and I do a lot of research. And I love digging up weird stuff. So take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel because I've got lots more goodies to share with you. In this week's video, I'll tell you about the 1897 UFO crash and the space alien grave site in Aurora, Texas. Here's a map to show where the town of Aurora is. As you can see, it's up in North Texas. I'm lucky, I only live about 15 minutes away. Now, according to an article published in the Dallas News, an airship flew over the town of Aurora, Texas at 6 in the morning on April 17, 1897. This alone would have been an amazing sight to anyone living at that time, because controlled manned air flight had not yet been achieved. People were certainly dreaming about controlled air flight, but the Wright brothers did not make history with their aircraft until 1903. And in 1897, some people thought building an airship was a pretty dumb idea. Like this guy. That's right, the great inventor Thomas Edison thought airships were stupid, or as he put it, I prefer to devote my time to objects which have some commercial value. At best, airships would be only toys. So with that in mind, let's get back to the Dallas News article from 1897. The article continues to state that the airship, quote, sailed over the public square, and when it reached the north part of town, it collided with the tower of Judge Proctor's windmill and went into pieces with a terrific explosion, scattering debris over several acres of ground, wrecking the windmill and water tank, and destroying the judge's flower garden. Now for my favorite part of the article, where it says, quote, the pilot of the ship is supposed to have been the only one aboard and, while his remains were badly disfigured, enough of the original has been picked up to show that he was not an inhabitant of this world. Isn't that great? So, what happened next? The townsfolk of Aurora buried the creature in the local cemetery, and even today you can go and visit his grave. This strange event is even mentioned on a Texas state historical marker right at the Aurora Cemetery gate. And here's a close-up for you. Sadly, the original headstone, the one that settlers placed here in 1897, was stolen in 1973. However, in 2012, I visited the Aurora Space Alien's grave and I took the following photo. I'm not sure who placed this particular headstone. I'd love to find out. As you can see, it features a cigar-shaped UFO with little portholes on the side. Unfortunately, several months later, this second headstone was also stolen. I mean, what is wrong with people? If you visit the space alien grave today, you'll see a great big rock where the headstone used to be. It isn't fancy, but it's too heavy to easily steal. Visitors come by and they leave coins and other small items here to honor the space alien. And you may be wondering at this point why the Aurora Space Alien grave has not been exhumed. That would answer a lot of questions, right? Before I get into that, please take a minute to click the like button, hit subscribe, and make sure you turn on channel notifications so you'll be the first to know when I post more videos up here. Okay, so why haven't people exhumed the body of the Aurora Space Alien for a DNA test? It's a long story, but they very nearly did dig up the space alien grave back in 1973. However, they hit a snag. You see, the Texas state law requires the next of kin to be notified before they exhume a body. So, what are you going to do in a case like this? In recent years, the city of Aurora has embraced its strange legacy, as you can see from their spiffy logo. And as you drive into town, you can now see a sculpture of a crashed airship, a windmill, and a little alien giving you a peace sign. In 2016, Daniel Allen Jones teamed up with the city of Aurora for the Aurora Alien Encounter, which offered tours of the crash site and grave. I spoke there and I had a blast. I really hope they do it again. Now, I've done a lot of research on this topic, but the late Jim Marrs was the reigning expert on the Aurora UFO incident. I'm so glad I got to meet him. I really learned a lot. To me, one of the most surprising things about the Aurora incident is that aside from the alien body, it was not an isolated case. There were hundreds of airship sightings reported in the papers throughout Texas in 1897. In fact, not only am I writing a book about this, but I'm speaking at this year's UFO Congress about the Great Texas Airship Mystery of 1897. I'll put a link to that in the description. Thanks so much for watching. I have a lot to share in upcoming videos. Of course, if you want to know more right now, then pop by my website, which is just my name, tuisnider.com. I have over 700 articles there about weird history, offbeat travel, cemetery symbols, haunted places, and of course the 1897 airship mystery. And of course, all my books are available on Amazon. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week.